trying something new. I'm gonna plant some more fall veggies and I'm gonna strap you to my head while I do it. And see how it goes and see if this is gonna work. Just something a little different. So let's try it out. Alright, so I probably won't use this container because it's a little too big and I'm just doing broccoli and stuff, so I don't really need. I used these for corn too. This was an old tub that Kevin cut for me. I think it was used for soap storage or something like that, but anyway, it's been really handy. I did tomatoes in this before too because it's so deep with the roots, and then I just drilled a whole bunch of drainage holes in them so water just doesn't sit in here and rot roots and do bad things. So I need to put some more holes in the bottom of this, but I'm not using it right now, so that's okay. I'm gonna stick these in this bucket. I'm just trying to fill the bottom. These are some tomatillo limbs. So we'll just put this to the side. Olive's my helper, as always, my sweet helper. This container is a food bucket. My grandmama saved her. She saved me like 10 of these things last time I went to go see her. They're 6-gallon buckets, so they've been great for things that need deep roots. So this will do perfectly fine. I did 5-gallon buckets last year with my broccoli, and it did just fine. But let me go get my scissors. Forgot my scissors. And see if this works. Hopefully it will. And this is just potting like garden soil. I use this every year. It's worked really well. I just mix it with some different stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and do one. Oh, I gotta get my mulch out. I like to mix this in as a filler, and it helps hold moisture in these containers too. Alright. That bag's too big for me to lift, so we'll just start here. Put some gloves on. Break it up. It's cheaper to buy these big bags a little bit, so I like to get the ones I can just lift and dump, but let's save a little bit of money. I'll probably mix this with some, that little pile that's over there. That's some other plants that I just dumped the dirt and stuff in. It's been out there for a while. So I'll probably mix some of that in there because there was nothing wrong with the plants. They weren't sick. So there shouldn't be any bad stuff in it, and it'll help fill it. So let's try. Get my little bitty shovel. Okay. It's got leaves and all kinds of good roughage. Helps me not to waste all my, well, not waste, but spend all my brand new soil. And we'll mix it all up in here anyway. Alright, that's good there. So let's mix a little bit of this in here, and I'll put this on top too when we finish. Don't need too awful much. I don't have to fill it to the top. I always forget that. I'm not required to completely fill it, but I usually do. This up a little bit. It's been in this bag for a while. But yeah, one reason I use containers is a lot of our soil is crap. Well, our soil is crap. And there's a lot of clay and fill dirt, and it's just not good. I know I could work it in and like add things and till it up, and I'm not doing that because we're gonna be in this house forever. And I don't want to put the work in. I think Olive found her a lizard over there. So containers have worked great for me. There are things that don't do as well, but I'm doing stuff I've done before in containers. Broccoli rocked it last year. I just wanted more. So I'm gonna stagger my planting this year, I think, too. So I can stagger the collection of my veggies. I don't want them all spent at the same time or ready at the same time. I'll do that. Alright, so this is just some leftover garden soil. Let me just top this off. Might as well. Might as well use the rest of it. Okay. So let me go grab broccoli. That was a lot quicker than I thought it was gonna go. Let's do a broccoli in there. Take my gloves off for this. I don't ever feel like I can. I'm always afraid I'm gonna mangle the roots if I manhandle it with gloves. Alright, there's a broccoli. Just gonna pinch off this little yellow leaf. Alright, so you just bury it container deep. That might be a little too much, but that's okay. Oh, that's good. Bury it in there. Don't mash down too hard on it, but those roots were already loose, so I didn't need to really loosen them. And then let's put a little bit of mulch on the top while I'm at it, just to help. Again, containers, sometimes you have to worry about the water running out, and that's another reason I like compost and things like that, because I like a lot of roughage in there. It has time to absorb some of the food I put in it, and it decomposes as it's in here. Look, it's a happy little broccoli plant. All these were used earlier in the summer, but I've washed these, so these are clean. If I can get on my oops. I'll do one more 6 gallon. I'm not gonna use that one yet because there ain't no holes drilled in it, and I don't feel like drilling. So I'm just gonna do like I did the last one. Choose the filler dirt. I'll just do one more. I don't want to bore y'all, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. There's a lot of honeybees out today. They're all on my purple basil I let get a flower. I keep wanting to take it out because I want to put some lettuce over there in that thing. But I just can't bear to take it out if the bees are in it, and they're cute little honeybees. Olive, get out of there. You're looking for trouble, girl. Part of the fun is making the mess. Just try not to waste much. And again, I don't have to fill this bucket all the way up. And this soil will compact over time, so I end up always having to add more, and then I'll add compost and stuff like that over time too. It leaves room for that later. And to add more mulch if you need it. If you think you're losing moisture a little too fast, it just helps stop some evaporation. I'm just adding some compost with manure. Seems to do pretty well with most things, just to get the party going. Okay, so I'm gonna go let me stir this up a little bit, and then I'll grab a Brussels sprout. I'm gonna do a Brussels sprout on this one. I planted Brussels sprouts in containers that were way too small last year. So I learned my lesson. It just stunted their growth, and it didn't do very well, but I got Brussels sprouts. They took forever, and they were a lot smaller. So I didn't want to stunt them in a small container this year. So they get a 6-gallon bucket. Oh no, 5-gallon. Alright, so let's go grab a Brussels sprout. And my roommaid seems to be really happy out here that I just put in the broccoli and the butter lettuce. So we'll see how that keeps going. Let me grab a Brussels sprout. These look nice. Pretty healthy. Boop, boop, boop. Loosen. Alright, so this is a cute little Brussels sprout. I love their leaves. They're like individual Brussels sprout leaves, and I think that's really cute. Alright, so let's put this one in here. Again, you want to bury it just up to the top of the dirt or where the root starts, because sometimes the dirt is lacking in some of these bought plants. They get moved and shifted. But anyway, so let's do that. Push it up over. And I'll water these in immediately to give them a good start and get them moist up. This dirt is kind of moist, but normally I'll dampen the soil a little bit that I'm using to plant with, just to get it down in there really well to touch all the roots. But let's put some mulch. I get the mulch that is not, there's no dyes or anything, and this is the cedar mulch, and it says that it deters insects. It's aromatic. I don't know if it does, but that's what the bag says. But I like that it doesn't have dyes, so that doesn't seep into your soil and your plants. And the containers I use are food safe containers, so you don't have old paint containers leaking chemicals into your vegetables. I don't garden organically, but I don't like to use pesticides, and of course I don't want to eat paint or chemicals. So everything that we use is at some point had either food or materials that have to be food safe, stored in them, and then just washed. But anyway, alright, there's a little Brussels sprout. I'll bring you back later when I'm done, just to show you where I put them and that we got them all in and ready to grow for the fall. There you go, good for now. Alright y'all, I finished up putting in all the broccoli, for now at least, the first round, and all the Brussels sprouts. Got them all in their containers and mulched, and I watered them in a little bit. Oh look, there's a honeybee. Oh, honeybee. Got distracted. Anyway, I got them all in their containers, sorry. Didn't water them in much. They were all a little damp, and we're getting rain tonight, so they'll be fine. I got one butter lettuce in there. I did that in there because this broccoli I thought I could get split into two, because there's two that was in one little spot. But they're kind of bound together, so we're going to see which one does better, and then one will be sacrificed, because two will not, won't work. Won't happen in these. They look really good. I got them all mulched, ready to go. They look happy. So again, this is first round for the fall garden. Still got a ton of summer stuff going. I am inundated with peppers. As you can see, all the green. But I'll take it. I'm good with that. I got some poblanos turning red. So I'm going to let those finish turning. It's really pretty. Ooh, do you want to see something cool? There's an assassin dog right here eating another critter. Do it, man. Do it. Eat all them bugs. As I was saying, I'm going to let some of these finish turning red. They're getting going pretty good. And then I'm going to dry them so I can use them later. But they're really pretty. Anyway, we'll save that for another day to go through what's left in summer. But there is my fall planting. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you had a little bit of fun watching the video. And thank you so much for watching. Happy gardening!